Hi everybody. In this video I will show you how to use Algosim to create algorithms and run them and debugging them also. So first, how to get Algosim? Just go to sourceforge.net and search for Algosim, and here we are. You'll be here. Just click on files and download this file .jar. This is Algosim, but you have to download also Java. I recommend JDK 17 in oracle.com website, and choose your own operating system. For Windows users, you have x64 installer or an MSI installer. For Linux, you have an RPM or Debian package. For macOS, you have DMG package and installer. Then, after installing Java, just double click on Algosim and it will run. First, tells you to choose the language. Language will be the application language, also the programming language in that local language. I will use English and I will start. Now we have this view. You have a panel for the models that you will use, procedures, main program, and functions. Another panel for navigating through objects used in your code. You have code, the variables used, your own types, some enumerations, constants, and parameters if you use a model. Then you have already some menus. First, you have to choose to create a new algorithm or open an already saved algorithm. For now, we will create an algorithm and give it a name. For test purposes, I will create an algorithm which calculates the sum of two numbers. So, algorithm will be called sum. Next, you choose the folder where to store your algorithm. I'll have a dedicated folder, and you choose the other name. Here it tells me that already I have a file called sum. Okay, I will name it some numbers, and here we have our space. Here the name of the model, the buttons for functions, and each menu can give us the possibility to add some object. To calculate some numbers, we will tell the user to give a number so the program will read it, and we create a read entry. We need to give a name for the variable, it's x. Here we have a warning which tells us that object x is not declared in model sum numbers, but we can add the instruction. For now, x is not declared, so we have to declare it with the right type, x, and we choose the right type. It will be integer or real. For more possibilities, I will use real. We can add also a description. Now the code is correct. Next, we will tell the user to give us a second number. It will be stored in variable named y. Y is not declared. So we have to declare it using this button, add variable y, and it will be real also. Now we will calculate the sum of the two numbers and store it in a third one. So we will use the assignment instruction. So new variable which will contain the value and the operation which will calculate and give up the sum of the two numbers. Now, just for test, I will declare z as a string. And if you click here, just to analyze your algorithm, and here the problem. Error in model some numbers. At line 3, okay, the value of z must be a type real, but string type is found. So to store the sum of x and y, normally we need a real variable, but we have defined it as string variable. So in the variable tab, we double click on z to edit it and to modify the type, which is real. Now if you return to the code, everything is green, means everything is okay, no errors found. Each time now you can analyze your code. Next, we will display the result. We use the right instruction. I will type z equal and the value of z. So I have a message which contains z equal, and next to it I will expression which contains z. So z is an expression, it will be evaluated, but z equal is just a message. And here you have the code generated. You can reuse the right method with return after it to make a line break. So here we are. We can now run our algorithm, and here we have the runtime console. So I give x 5 and y 10. In the end we have z equal 15, which is the sum of x and y, and program will be stopped. It's the end. If you want to run step by step, line by line your algorithm, you can use the debug mode. The debug mode give you the possibility to run line by line your code and see each time how variables changes, and we can debug and find which line causes a problem or a wrong calculation. We'll run the current line, which is number 1. So tell us to give a number 45. Now after executing the first line, x is 45, y is 0, and z are 0 is 0. Next, now tell us to give a value for y. Okay, now y is 20. It's the only one, so the only variable which changes, so it's colored. But x and z haven't changed their value. Now in line 3 we will calculate the sum of x and y, 20 plus 45, and store it in z. So it's 65 stored in z. And the fourth line make us display the message, which is z equal with the value of z. This instruction doesn't affect variables, so you don't have here any line and nothing has changed. We can restart at any time with a new value. How can we use debug to detect errors? So let us change the value. The operation use it to make sum. And now we can run step by step and we'll find, okay, step number 1 is correct, step number 2 is correct, and step number 3 we have something wrong. The machine has calculated x by y and give us 1000. We expect 70. So here we can decide that line 3 has a problem and will be, so we can terminate and return to the program and we can edit the instruction. That's one. Also, we can add at any time a new instruction. So here, before reading X, we can tell the user give the first number. This instruction will be added at the end of the algorithm and you can select it and move it up. Okay, we can use the same instruction to tell the user give us the second number. So we have here copy and we can paste and now we can move up, okay, before reading y. So let's test. Give the first number, okay, 8. Give the first, okay, I've used the same message, which is not good. So I will change the second message to tell the user give me the second number. Okay, we can rerun now. Give the first 6, give the second 8, and okay, 6 plus 8 is 14. That's good. In the end, we can save this algorithm for reuse next time, but we can generate a PDF file. This PDF file will present our algorithm with all objects, so it can be printed. So here you have algorithm name, description of your algorithm, and the author, and the list of variables, begin the list of instruction, and the end of the algorithm. We can also generate Pascal code. So here is the Pascal code and you can compile it and run it on your computer using the Pascal compiler. We can generate analysis. It's another kind of presentation which separate the code from its objects, and in the end we can generate also HTML format, but the same as the PDF format, just for web spread. So here you can change the theme. We have the system theme here for Windows 10. We can use Nimbus, some little different, or the default, which is Java. You can check for updates periodically and show about the application. We can rerun now just for, so now it's configured by default in English. We can reopen our saved algorithm and we can start edit it in some manner. So I hope that this program will help you creating algorithms and test them for presentation or for school, for self-training. And see you in the next video, which I will show you some algorithms that we can create and use it in a programming field. Thank you. Bye.